Guys, you cannot socialize third world country people into a country that is a civilized society. It just doesn't work.
Yes, you have a knife. Why are you fucking with us? Show the knife. 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 That's it. That's it. Show the knife. Show the knife. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, show the knife. Maracha.
All right, guys, this 14-year-old Scottish girl has been arrested, for brandishing a knife in self-defense, and it has sparked a lot of outrage. And, it's raising an unsettling question here across the continent, in Europe. Is Europe even still safe? It says here on this this headline here, is Europe still safe? Migrant sex crimes surge while children face arrest for self-defense. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable. All right, guys. So Europe is facing a similar situation than America is at the moment. You have a lot of these illegals coming into that area as well, causing these same problems. The issue with a lot of this stuff is you have all these people that are at the top of the ladder, and, they don't really care if all of these people are actually coming into these areas because they're not living in the areas that the upper echelon of people are living in. They're living down here with the rest of us that are not in the 1%. Says here, as the government announced a public inquiry into the scandal, Louise Casey said for too long, the authorities have shied away from the ethnicity of people involved, adding that it was not racist to examine the ethnicity of offenders. Lady Casey said she found evidence of overrepresentation of Asian and Pakistani heritage men among suspects in local data. It says here the number of cold cases to be reviewed again over child sexual abuse by grooming gang. These are sexual grooming gangs. Was expected to rise more than 1,000 in the coming weeks, she told the Commons. Guys, you're watching On Air Nick Java podcast here on YouTube. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and you'll be notified of all my upcoming video releases. Guys, this entire situation to me is crazy, but it is not surprising. All right, guys, as we can see on X here, 14-year-old Scottish girl charged for defending sister in Dundee. In Dundee, Scotland, on August 23rd, 2025, a 14-year-old girl was charged with possessing a bladed weapon after she allegedly used a knife and a small axe to defend her 12-year-old sister from harassment by a group of men. The incident, captured in viral videos, has drawn widespread condemnation, with social media figures like Elon Musk criticizing authorities for arresting the girl instead of her alleged attackers. This case underscores growing tensions in the UK over public safety, immigration, and the protection of vulnerable individuals, as critics argue that weapon laws are prioritized over preventing assault. This is the thing that, we're dealing with here in America, not to this level, but it is really bad out here as well. It just seems like the government, or at least the Democrat Party in America, is looking out for the actual criminal as opposed to the person being assaulted, as opposed to the actual citizen. Now, what you might say, well, why is that? Well, the reason is because they are hoping these people that are coming in to the country actually will vote Democrat in future elections, and therefore, hoping that they can keep them here in order to swing possible future elections. That's what we're dealing with, guys. That's what we're dealing with. Let's take a look at a couple of what these people are saying here. Marjorie Taylor Greene, this brave little girl is a type of refugee I want coming to America. I can't comprehend what type of government won't protect her and refuses to stamp out these mass rapings. I don't understand it either. This girl right here, this should be like a poster everybody has in their room. What a brave young girl. And it's really sad it has gotten to this point to where she feels like she has to run around with an axe and a knife. She clearly is showing it to the perpetrator. Why are grown men chasing two underage girls like this? Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Let's see what Elon has to say here. Start by condemning the grovelers and collaborators in positions of authority in Britain who aided the epidemic of their own people and turned a blind eye to their responsibilities, both civil and criminal prosecutions. I agree. I don't understand how people that are in power can actually look at something like this and think, oh, well, this girl, she's the problem. She's clearly scared to death, and they're running. And you know what? She has to carry a weapon with her because the government and the police won't do their freaking job, man. Here's another one. Lives of TikTok. Hero in Scotland defends herself from getting assaulted by a migrant and gets arrested. Young girls in UK either have to get or face arrest for protecting themselves. Utterly insane. I have to agree. This is absolutely terrible, guys. I don't know what happened to where they take up for all of these criminals. You guys let me know in the comments what you actually think about this. This right here is something we were talking about almost 2 years ago on this podcast. This is a direct effect from what was happening at the World Economic Forum. Remember, they said you'll have nothing and you'll be happy about it? Yeah, guys, go back and look at those podcasts. This right here is a direct effect of what they are doing in Europe and, allowing everybody to just go across borders and do whatever. Guys, you cannot socialize third world country people into a country that is a civilized society. It just doesn't work. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Guys, take care. One love. What's up, guys? If you guys have hung around this long, please consider becoming a member of the Nick Driver channel here on YouTube. It's only $1.99 a month. All members have direct access to my email to send me videos that I actually can check out and put out on the members only section. You guys do not have to do that. I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me every day and commenting. But if you feel like it's something you can do, I also have t-shirts for sale underneath these videos. Every dollar helps me keep the lights on here and keep this channel moving forward. Hope you guys have a blessed day.